This apparatus. See how that works for um, camera stand, as it were. What up, YouTube? Got some cards in. Let them pile up longer than usual. Just a lot of things going on, and the dredges of life piling up, especially with, again, as soon as governor said you can go wherever you wanted, it's just fucking people doing whatever they want. As you can see down in the beautiful city of Minneapolis. But again, I'm not going to get into that. I have a... Seems up here in Ely, there's a lot of different opinions. Most of them skewed to one direction. I'm of the sense and of the thought of folks that have been... Trevor Noah had it, I guess, on social media. I saw it from my Sweetest of Sweets the other day. About everybody signing a social contract, and when your part of the contract is never upheld, or it always seems you're always getting the raw end of the deal in these situations, that's when this looting and fire shit goes on. And again, I know there's a multitude of mitigating factors to this, and a lot of outside sources coming in, and a lot of anarchists and just people who want to see the world fucking burn. That's the grim reality of a lot of people. They're just like, fuck it, burn it all, who cares? But I see that if you can't protest in this country peacefully, which a lot of people did, and a lot of people got shot at on their porches, your property, which you own, cops are shooting paint bullets at you, just to show solidarity. It's 2020 is like the gift that keeps on giving. And it's like coronavirus is going to be the worst thing of the year. Minneapolis says, hold my beer. It's just, it'll go down easily as one of the most odd years in history, the oddest year in history, just because of so much just chaos. That's all I can say. Chaos and anarchy and just uncertainty. So I said I wouldn't go on, but per me, so let's rip into some cards. I think the first group was all like player lots I got for like 39 to 69 cents plus shipping from the same seller. So the Sakic UD MVP, or Upper Deck, like Collector's Choice MVP one. And then there's I don't know what the hell, the Line Mates, I think it's called. No. Superstar Showdown. And they crashed the game back with Quebec before they moved to Colorado. You can see the acetate. There's 3 versions of this. This is one of 5,000. I think there's 1 to 1,000 that's die cut, and then I think there's 1 that's to 100. And then Bloodlines from 92-3. Him and his brother, who I don't believe ever made the NHL. I could be wrong. Next up was Favre. Got a Upper Deck 92-93. A subset, then a base. Then one of my favorite inserts of Pavel, a rookie team. And then from 95-96, 95-96 Fleer Metal, International Steel. Nice looking insert, not a tough one. 1 in 8, 1 in 12. And then Mr. Lindros. Can never turn down Lindros. Sky Motion, I think. No, it's a McDonald's one. Maybe it's a Pinnacle Motion one they had. And then an Upper Deck McDonald's. Then UD Ice McDonald's. And the reason I got the Lindros one, Skybox Impact, Countdown to Impact. The numbers are raised up, you can see a little bit there. And then Team Temu, 93.4 Stadium Club, 93.4 SP. Forsberg exclusive collection, so it's a McDonald's one again. So McDonald's had a lot of hands in the from 92.3 gold foil there, you can see some on the back too. Show that because I know it's the card I had never really looked at, so if anybody likes hockey out there that watches this, I want to give them a full glimpse of it. And the reason why I bought this game, no penny sleeves, so I was not thrilled about that, but 93-94 Donruss Ice Kings, basically they're Diamond Kings for the NHL. Wish it was a little more foil. That foil on the Kings is nice, but just everything else sort of plain. But again, I got all those for maybe $6, so can't beat that. This next lot, I have a couple others too, and that'll be along in the player portion, but I got it for I think $8 shipped. So an Andy Moog certified red, or Andy Moog, I should say. That's Moog is how it's spelled. Dmitry Kristich, Adam Oates, Paul Coffey, Jonas Hoagland, got Thomas Grudman. That was one I hadn't heard of. R.E.M. Murray. Rem Murray. The Blues were a Ronnie franchise. Pat Verbeek. I think an Oiler at one point in time. Ethan Moreau. And here's three of the big ones. Not the biggest one though. Grant Fuhr. Mr. Lindros. And the Dominator. Got one more. So all those were $8. It's a poorly titled lot, and that's a game set match for me. First up, we'll start with Pater Forsberg. I think I got another lot of stuff, so I added the classic draft, the Forsberg. I don't know if that's Forsberg. Another Upper Deck. The Cool Trade, which was like a 10-card, 12-card set, has stuff from everyone, all the manufacturers. Predictor, another International Steel, a jersey out of SP, game used out of I think 01. The Silver Mystery Finest, which is home. Away is the bronze, that's in the white uniform, and then the gold ones are All-Star Game uniforms. So that's your differentiating factor, and I'll show you on the back here. So obviously bronze is going to be the easiest to obtain, silver is going to be the middle, and gold, just like Finest. Regular Finest was back in the 90s. That's always how it plays out. Here's one of the die cuts numbered 1,000. Showed you the Sakic earlier, Forsberg, and these are actually individually serial numbered, whereas the non-die cut of the Sakic is just said as one of 5,000. Pinnacle Mint, the silver variation. There's a gold as well. The last Forsberg I got right before the end, 0102, and that's another thing when you're doing these auctions. Another helpful hint, if you got something with a best offer, or not like a best offer, or make an offer, pardon me, that watch those as well. If you think it's about, I don't know, $5-ish so high, $10 higher than you like to go, even if it's a big card, maybe it's a couple hundred, I don't know. Whatever your price, and you're looking and it's like, God, I really like to pull the trigger on this one, but I'd like it to be just a skosh cheaper. I mean, I'd do a lot of good for the seller to say, I'd like to move this. I've had it up 3-4 times through the cycle of 7 days or whatever. I haven't moved it yet. So if it's at 25 or 30, offer 18, offer 20. The worst they can say is no. That's the thing. Make offers and some of the stuff will come your way instead of just waiting for it to drop. I know it's been a lot more active for the hockey stuff. I don't have a lengthy baseline by any sense of the imagination to go from. I don't have to compare it to, but when I started it was a little cheaper, and now again the COVID benefits start rolling in, people maybe in the hockey community picking some stuff up, because I mean there's been some decent cards bought outright. So but again, I'm in the boat of, if I can afford it and it's not a stupid amount, I'll try for it, just because again there's a lot of the stuff I've never seen, or a lot of stuff I know is tougher than heck to get. So that's what we're doing. I mean, if I overpay and somebody says, oh, it's an overpay, that's fine. I have a Josh Johnson collection that is 90% overpay. But unlike others that collect Josh Hamilton, and he's a horrible human, I will constantly admit that I collect Josh Johnson, that I have overpaid. And is it foolish that I bought all that? Nah. He was trending as one of the best pitchers in the league. Arm injuries, which can happen to anyone, derailed him. When I'm circumventing back to that point, or circumnavigating, buy what you want at a price you feel is fair. If somebody else says, you overpaid, it's not their money. They can voice that opinion. It'd be wise for them to just talk amongst themselves. But if you spend $50 on a Patrick Waugh, it looks cool, you like it, that's all that matters. Somebody says, oh, you paid too much. Great story, nobody cares. Probably paid too much for your vehicle or your house or a ranch. People just need to pump the brakes. If they can't, they need to take a few plays off. But getting back to the original point, this was, I think, at like 25 or 30. I offered, I think, 16 with like 15 minutes left. He countered at 20 and I accepted it. So a long soliloquy for nothing. On 0102 Crown Royale, patch variation of Peter Forsberg. Nice 3-color. And this was when Pacific really started to hammer home on more of the game used stuff than the innovation and quality of and coolness of the inserts. Matt, you might like this one. I know you're a Mariners fan. This guy had it in the top load upside down. I'd watched it a couple times through. Nobody had bought it, and I'm like, it's cheap. I know how tough these are, because it took forever for me to find my Dennis Northcutt back in the day, and that was when stuff was getting ripped all the time, because it was $1.50 or whatever a pack. And I know this has no super value down the road, but I did like him with the Reds. But I like him, I don't know, not even more with the Mariners, but it's a rare card. It's the superscript of Brett Tomko. I usually had him in my fantasy team as like the last pitcher or a matchup pitcher. He's silver script, you won't have the hollow foil. Gold script is just gold, no hollow foil. And super is the rainbow foil. And you see on the bottom here, 2 of 25. Super tough to find. I think I just typed it in one day and it's $2 plus shipping, so I'll do that every time. And here's another one I'll do every time. Looked up, just flipping through the Beckett, and I think it's 1/288. Pigskin 2000 out of Fleer Gaudy 97. I think Series 2, don't quote me. And 1 per case, insert. And these are all going to be smaller cards like the old Gaudy and like the Leaf 48. They're not normal sized, quote unquote, card sizes, like the 2.5 by 3.25 or whatever it is. But for like $6-7 shipped, a case hit of a Hall of Fame running back, that's absurd. Curtis, my favorite, your favorite, everyone's favorite, Martin. So again, those are fairly cheap. I was happy to pick that up. I've picked up a couple other guys along the way of various cards, which the first one you'll see coming up. Out of 97, Denny Wagner, if you still watch my lengthy nonsense. Try to pick it up a little bit, rambling. This one you'll love. 97 Fleer Ultra. The Fleer Ultra Stars. Acetate. Sparkles. Little, again, it's not raised like action pack, but I mean it's a layered card. You know it's a layer of acetate. Then that part is the next layer up with probably the silver foil. That wasn't much. It was, I think, $9. So happy to get that. A lot of Joe Sakics coming up, so I'm gonna rifle through a few. There's a Beehive Blue, a Beehive Brown. Those are ones I don't care because they're past the. There's a miscut Elite. 92, 93. You've got Doug Gilmore and his REO Speedwagon hair, and then Joey Sakic. So a Stadium Club. Inside Info. Check it out. Again, you guys have never seen this kind of card. It's the comes there, shows him hoisting the cup. Info on the inside. Again, they're not a super rare card with little etched foil, but it's just some of that stuff always just appealing because the technology. It's like if I was a kid, would I think a card inside of a card like that or a card marsupial? No. Titanium 102. 3-star selections to 1100. A jersey that came in the lot, I think. On the upper deck, I don't even know. Some upper deck product. High voltage out of Vanguard 01, 02. Line to line out of Donruss 97, 98 to 4000. Harken back. Had a Geyserman like that not too long ago. Donruss Priority. Direct deposit to 3000. This was a cheap buy it now. In the game. '02 be a player signature series. Nice 2-color jersey. I think those are the 80. Select certified 96, 97. Cornerstone. Donruss Elite status 97, 98 to numbered, serial numbered to 750. Some of the flashiest. Those are love. Super rare on this because it says 500, but I think when they say 300 or so, that's the reason I bought the lot. Artist proof out of Select certified. I feel like Pacific out of Heads Up 0102, the premiere date to 105. Out of Private Stock 0203, premiere date to 100. Out of Paramount 2000, 2001, I think the Ice Blue to 99. Out of titanium 02, the red /94. Out of adrenaline 023, the premiere date /62. Out of heads up 02, 01, 02, ice blue /55, bottom right. With some Brodeurs. This is out of 99, I think. In the game jersey. All goes right tonight. You might see a lot more in about a month. There's the silver pinnacle mint, and then the gold, the rarest of the rare. And then he also had a lot, I think, a couple cards. So that was the artist proof there, and this one cost a bit more than I wanted, but it was super cool. Status. Elite 97, 98, numbered to 100. A little chipping on there, but again, trying to find those friends is pretty near impossible. I think I showed this last video, that textured feel. Out of Revolution 98. Those Kings of the NFL icons, Favre. A little foil on there. Metal 97, Platinum Portraits, that's a case hit. Not much on the back, just the typical metal. And then, to go with the Eddie George, there's the Brett Favre, graded already, mint 9, which I don't get, but the Ultra Stars. And then, the last grouping is Patrick Waugh. So here's one if I got the Sakics on a Leaf Preferred Masked Marauders. It's to 2,500. Here's the main one of that lot earlier. Waugh Certified Red. Score Dream Team 96, 97. Select Certified Freezers. Hoping that's showing up. Upper Deck Ice combo. So we can twist this a little. Jersey and a stick. Then out of Adrenaline to 62. Got this for super cheap. Second year, mint 8, looks great. O-Peachy. A little centering on that, but last 3 are monsters. Out of 2000, 2001, Be a Player Ultimate. It's not in the case anymore, which I hate, but goalie collection, Terry Sakic and Patrick Waugh dual sticks. It still has, at least the seller had the, that's the 30. This one's to 10. There's 10 copies of these cards out there, so if you see them, pick them up. It's 02, 03 in the game, between the pipes, complete package, jersey stick, and blocker and pad with Montreal. So I like that where it's actually still in the Montreal stuff when he was at Colorado. And then the big one, those two are big too, but 94, 95. I lamented I missed it. I got it. Pinnacle Mask. That's our favorite. Those are the second year of the insert. Third year I think overall. I think 92, 93 they had them in the packs just as a subset, sort of like the Dream Team cards. And the back is foil. So of 3 boppers, I think, for Waugh at least. So, but next, I don't know, there's some stuff going tonight that I'm really jonesing for, so hopefully I can get it. If I don't, that's fine, but I love this card. So nice. Oh, that doofus just pops. And I got it for a lot less than the previous one went off. And then the one they just had up, I think the same seller must have had a couple. And that one had, I saw afterwards or after it, it's because it sold within. This one I got, that sold within 2 hours. Don't pick at your scabs. Ugh. And then that one sold even quicker, but on the top, like right in this area, it had like a cut mark, a very slight one. I'm glad I got that one then. With whatever chipping or issues it is, I'd rather have that. So Matt, be thankful he didn't get it even at that price. I saw that after the fact. I was like, oof. So there it is, YouTube. Another round of Insert Revolution, mixing with a little of this stuff, little patches and pieces of stuff and relics. So hope you enjoyed. Again, collect what you want. If anybody tells you to collect differently, you don't need them in your life. It's your money. You want it. You need it now. Spend it how you want. So there it is, YouTube. More stuff coming at some point. So more videos on the way. Like that one, Steve? I hope you do. Take her easy. She's easy. May as well do it. Take her twice.